Is Chapter 2 the end of OG seasons? Now, Chapter 2 is officially returning in just about 2.5 weeks on November 2nd, and this is one of the most highly anticipated releases that we've had in a long time. The only one that's been more hype is obviously Chapter 1 OG, and Chapter 2 OG is releasing exactly a year afterwards. If you guys don't know, just a quick little recap, we're going through the first 3 seasons of Chapter 2, with Season 2 lasting the longest of all. But with this and Chapter 6 releasing directly after, with it only lasting a month as usual, it has a lot of people wondering what exactly is coming next for Fortnite, as well as for these OG seasons that we've become so accustomed to. Now, Chapter 2 is arguably one of the last OG seasons. Most people really don't consider Chapter 3 and beyond to be nearly as nostalgic as the other 2 chapters are, and for me, because I started playing so early on, I started playing almost the exact day that Fortnite came out, I don't really see Chapter 2 as OG or nostalgic, but that could just be me. A lot of you guys probably started playing Fortnite in Chapter 2, which is one of the reasons why I think it could possibly be a bit more popular than Chapter 1 was, but we will just have to wait and see. But because Chapter 3 really hasn't been gone long enough, only about 3 years in comparison to Chapter 2, a lot of people really don't expect there to be a Chapter 2 OG, but a few things that have happened in the last update, as well as things that have popped up on the map, are having a lot of people changing their minds. But like I said, a lot of people, including myself, assume that Chapter 2 OG will be the end of the OG seasons, but this may not be the case and is still up in the air, as after Chapter 6, we really don't have any more information of what is going to be happening. Now, in the last update, the Fortnitemares update for this season, surprisingly, they added the entire Chapter 3 map back into the files of Fortnite, which really didn't make much sense at all because it made Fortnite a lot larger in download size, and Fortnite has been actively trying to not do that, so that is something that I feel was maybe meticulously done, but honestly could have probably been a mistake. But nonetheless, it was added back to the files, which has a lot of people thinking that either Chapter 6 will be a continuation of Chapter 3, or we may be getting Chapter 3 OG next year around this same time. Now, I posted a poll over on my community tab, as you guys know I love to do, and I said the Chapter 3 map was added back to Fortnite's files last update. What do you think this is for? Is it for a Chapter 3 OG season? Was the most voted, with 50% of people thinking that we are going to be having a Chapter 3 OG season, which is very, very interesting. 25% thought that maybe Chapter 6 will be a continuation of Chapter 3, and then 14% thought that it was added accidentally, which honestly, that probably makes the most sense. Now, when this happened, I just, like I said, I immediately just thought, oh, it was an accident, not really thinking much of it, because how exactly are they going to incorporate Chapter 3 back into Fortnite without it being an OG season? Not really OG enough to be, have the impact and the effect that Fortnite is wanting from these OG seasons like Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But then this happened. The Cuddle Team leader, statue, the head from that one location in Chapter 3, was added back to the map very, very, surprisingly, and out of the ordinary. It just popped up back on the Chapter 5 map. Now, as you guys know, this was one of the staples of Chapter 3 when it did release. There was this entire POI surrounded by Cuddle Team leader stuff, so that had a lot of people thinking and solidifying that idea that Chapter 3 was going to be returning in some way, and this by no means I think was an accident. This was definitely meticulous, and they're going to be doing something with Chapter 3. I personally don't believe that it's going to be anything as big as a lot of people think it is. So what exactly do I think all of this means? Now, I feel like in order of what this could mean, either the Chapter 3 map was added on accident, or Chapter 6 will be on the Chapter 3 map, so will be a continuation of Chapter 3, or as you guys know, we're going to be getting new maps for Reload next season and beyond. So this could possibly be a new version. They could be experimenting with the Chapter 3 map and that layout for a new map for Reload. Honestly, I feel like it either being added accidentally or it being a new map for Reload are probably the most possible scenarios for this and what is going on. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you guys think that Chapter 2 will be the end of the OG seasons? Let me know down below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, use use code Prozeroyt, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.